Shalom, y'all. It's your girl Zahaba Mashaya. We all the way up in Africa trying to make my granny's famous Louisiana spaghetti. So I got my ground beef right there, my onions, my bell pepper, and my ginger. That's garlic, a garlic. Shoot, golly, I keep on recording the video like 5 times talking some ginger. Then you get all that meat on up out of that pack. Go on, get it up out of there. I should have untied it and got the rest of the meat out of there too. Now I ain't put no herb. There you go. Got to put a little herb right there. I ain't had no vegetable herb, so I went ahead and put the coconut herb that I made up in there. Go ahead and throw in all my trianchos. Put all of, oh, then I dropped the plate. Anyway, keep going. Stir it up a little bit. Keep on stirring it up until you brown the meat a little bit. You gotta make sure your meat get brown. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I didn't cut my face up out there. Anyway, put a little oregano seasoning up in there. I ain't had no Italian, so we had to make some. Put a little mint, put a little coriander. I don't know what coriander tastes like, but I just figured I should put a little bit more of that in there than anything else. So that's what I did. And then put a little garlic. But girl, if you don't put that spoon down, pour that garlic up in there, that's what I'm talking about. So that if anything, I knew I was gonna put that up in there, and I picked that spoon up knowing it was a plastic bag up in there before I started recording. So just sit there and just sprinkle a little bit on there. Not too much for the kids' mouth be burning, but just enough for them to eat and get full. Put a little thyme in there because I spent a lot of time in going to the store and getting it. And I don't know why I sat there and crushed up them bay leaves and put it up in there. Had my baby sitting up there crunching on leaves up in their spaghetti. It made me mad. Then stir it up a little bit. I still ain't putting no water up in there, but here I go walking outside trying to find some good curry, some fresh curry. I bet y'all wish y'all had some of this curry down over there in them states. So should I put the artificial or should I just put the real curry? I went ahead and put the real curry, and mind your business. And I put a little water up in there, put a little good little water up in there. I ain't had no beef stock, so I just put the water in there, and then I'm sitting up there shaking that can of tomato paste like it was finna come out. But just make sure you clean it side, put a little water up in there and stir it up a little bit. Go ahead and mix it on up, and that ain't enough water in there, girl. You better put some more water up in there. That's probably what my granny's saying right now. Put it up, put some more water in there, girl. Granny, I ain't had no tomato sauce or no diced tomatoes, so I was waiting on my boater driver to bring me some more tomatoes, but he took too long, so I just ended up adding a little bit more water up in there just to stretch it out. You see it stretching, Granny, don't you? You see it stretching, girl. You see it stretching. So I tasted it, and it was nasty, y'all. I had to put a little bit more salt in there. It ain't had no taste. So I was starting to get a little disappointment. I was like, hey, it ain't going to go wrong. But then I remembered I forgot to put a little sugar up in there. So for all you salty haters up in there, let me go ahead and give y'all a little sugar in my spaghetti. Let me tell you how many. I only put a little bit in there. That was 2, 3, and then put 4 for good luck, and probably just put 1 more just because I can, 6. And then, you know, 7, the Lord's lucky number. And then you got to put 1 more for the 8th day's rest. All right, that should be enough. And then, you know, I just had to put a little bit more salt up in there just to make sure it was enough salt. So make sure you stir it good, and then I stroked my finger over the spoon. Y'all know it was good. Then I was finna put the spaghetti on up in that sauce, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna make myself mad just in case it didn't